This way I can see comp.
All right, good evening. Welcome to Rabid Brewing. This is a special edition of the Power Hour. We were on a summer break and we decided, you know what, let's come back right now because this weekend, the Feast of the Goat Queen, and we've got some special guests over to my, well, I don't know which way it's going to go on Zoom, but we of course got Daddy Andy.
Hello.
Wrestling magnate, I guess we could call you. And then, of course, from legendary CKO performer Mommy Fearest is there on the end. Hello, Mommy. And Tobias the Pirate. These are, this is Rabid Brewing. So if you ever wonder what it is other than delicious beer and fine ambiance, it's them. They are Rabid Brewing. And we're glad to see you. Thank you for having us in your establishment this evening. But let's get right to it. Feast of the Goat Queen, Volume 2. We all know what a great soiree it was last year. And it's kind of developed its own mythology on its own, which I think is really cool. I think Homewood needs things like this as far as mythology goes. What made you want to do it again? And what is making it something that I think might be something that happens every year?
All right, well, let's start with the fact that this is actually volume 5.
I'm a little behind on things because I'm old. Don't hate. This is number 5. Holy shit, number 5.
Fifth one. The very first one started out, we just got a little tent out back. We only took up a small portion of that field. And we
had some goats, we had some beer, we
Goats
had
are
some
fun.
music, and we got our mural installed.
Yeah.
At the first.
Show you all on the live too.
Yeah,
And,
that one up there.
Right up there. It's huge.
That is a pretty impressive mural. For those of you who can't see it, because I'm not going to move this camera right now, it's very impressive. You should come this Saturday to the Feast of the Goat Queen to feast your eyes, no pun intended, on that mural. So this is number 5. Okay, so you had the first one and it was small. I would imagine they have grown since because that's usually what the most awesome things do.
Yeah.
So when you shifted from 1 to 2, what changed year to year? What was the upgrade for the second installment?
Bigger change. So the first 2 goat queens were 2018 and 2019.
Oh, so you're like right up against the pandemic. So we're right at the, okay.
Already a very good thing. Party came, it's a standalone party where it had started off as a free Dark Lord Day event. Dark Lord Day is this awesome beer fest that happens at Free Floyd's.
International attraction.
30,000 people would flock to the area, so we would have a free Dark Lord Day party. But then during the pandemic, what was happening was our board regulars were really going, "This is Goat Queen coming back. Like, we're ready for this. We don't care if it doesn't need to be part of this other thing. It's its own thing." And so 2022 was really, since like I think like the like where it really started to take off and be its own thing.
And the people wanted it, which I think is what makes that, I think that's what gives it its special attraction, because you could have done anything, but they're like, hey, when are we going to get that back? And I guess that's kind of how it takes on a life of its own.
Yeah, and so I think, part of it, like early on, even then, like the spirit of it, just the very concept, all of that was well imbued into it. And you saw that when people started showing up in the first year, in horns, in, various, all kinds of satyr garb, elven garb, looking like wood nymphs, all these different things showed up in year 1. And because of that, we were like, oh, yes, absolutely, people want to participate in this. This is going to be great. And so it was the offer to everyone, the engagement, to actually get them to come on out and participate in that art and be a part of the show, be a part of the spectacle.
And it has just grown each and every year. I still marvel at the photographs and the video I have seen from last year. It's like its own little Renaissance fair now. It was packed. There are a lot of people there. And, obviously there was a wrestling ring and some wrestling occurred, in this show. It's a little more amplified this year, of course. and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So what can they expect in 2024 that would be different? Because I've seen all the notes, and I hear all the speculation that this is going to be the biggest and the craziest situation ever. You're going to look up here because that's where the
Well, so.
That's not what he's doing.
So right.
sorry, hi Rian.
Hi, everybody. Hello.
The star has arrived.
I've got it leaned against like some sort of wet dispenser.
We don't have a lot of production budget here, so
I will laugh my ass off if you came here just to do this. Yeah,
Rihanna
that
showed
look
up
tells
just to
me
do this.
everything.
Please continue.
Yeah, okay.
Look at any question.
so we now here in 2024,
Yeah.
and is this number 6 that I hear?
Number-
This is number 5. So
Yeah.
this is number 5. So the 5th installment of the Feast of the Goat Queen.
Yeah.
And what do you have up your sleeve this year? I don't want you to give anything away if it's a surprise, but what do you got going
Well,
this year?
you know, each year we turn the dial up to 11, you know, and then that's the new bar. And
Oh,
11
wow.
becomes 10, and the next year.
Go
we
back to
go
11.
So, I think that's part of what's happening. We've got, one of my favorite new things is we've got a new band, and we've got 2 bands. One of them is a veteran, performer here, and that's Land Before 10. They're our headliner. They're the greatest ska band, ska core band in all of Chicagoland, if not nation.
That's a bold statement.
And then we also have a new band that has never played here before, named Sweetie. And Sweetie is a lipstick Chicago punk band with a French attitude, and I dig them a lot. They're a lot of fun to listen to. Now, Ray, why don't you, add on to that, what else we're doing?
Yes.
I know there's a lot.
Add on. And we're all ears. I'm
How are we
psyched.
amping it up this year?
Yeah, this is your guys' stuff.
Yeah.
I'm only wrestling.
Well, first of all, this was the first year we decided to become a VIP. We've never tried that before, but it was again something that our executives said. So it's been super fun to put that together and to find all manner of ways to add that scenario for them. So first of all, they get a space under a tent that's for them, a bar for them.
So they have so it's like a legit VIP service.
Oh,
Your own space, your own bar. Wow.
Yeah.
How do you get that? How do you?
well, it's a whole other tent, you know?
Okay.
We have the main tent, and now we have the VIP tent. And in the VIP tent, you get a number of different things that occur there.
So air cider.
What's up, Mark?
Everybody is going to be a high body on
Yeah,
People were coming on for
yeah,
this.
VIP go time, so
That's
hanging out with the goats is actually like a main attraction.
and how many goats? I mean, are there more goats this year than ever before? Or just your standard ration of goats?
Socialized enough to do-
Goat yoga?
Yeah. so
There is a thing called goat yoga.
Yeah.
Yo-
See, Red, there's a thing called goat yoga.
Like to walk on top of you, lay down on the grass.
I want to be a VIP. Red, you want to be a VIP? You want a goat to walk on you, right? So how does one become a VIP? Is there a special, or are you selected?
There were VIP tickets.
And now they're not? It's sold out? Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
so that-
Oh my,
Yeah.
that was-
that's amazing.
I don't want to be that jerk that says, you should always get your pre-sale tickets, but I'm just saying, I don't know that we're gonna make it to having tickets.
Yeah, people are asking if they can buy tickets at the game, we're not sure. Yeah.
How many people can you get back there? I mean, that's a pretty big space, but I mean,
It's a
what's the
big
capacity?
space.
I mean, there are police around, you don't want to have like 1,000 people there. But like I said, last year, I saw pictures where there are a lot of people there.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a certified fest situation
Yeah,
going on.
And there are people coming from across the country.
Yeah, we got new states this week. I just forgot the other day.
Oh, yeah?
That's how I like to watch my numbers.
Yeah, right.
Oregon,
Wow. All the way from Oregon for the Feast of the Goat Queen. That's badass. Eh?
Wow. Awesome.
Florida, Arizona, Las Vegas.
Well, you know they're coming from Vegas. I mean, that stands to reason.
Nevada, but yeah. Las Vegas is pretty much the only thing that matters in Nevada outside of, Area 51. So.
If people are coming from Area 51, you are locked in.
That's it, yeah.
So let's say the numbers are bigger, and I have to believe you've already sold out VIP. People are coming from states across. That is a goat walking on me. I'm not altogether happy with that graphic, PX, because I feel that's going to be used against me at a later date, but I digress. And I don't ever recall being on all fours like that. I think that's Photoshop, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, I know exactly. Is that you? Because I know exactly when that was.
I don't believe that's me. Anyway,
Okay.
we're moving on. We're moving. Thanks for disrupting this situation,
Good
Patrick.
job, Pat.
So let's say you have phenomenal numbers and it's the biggest draw you've ever had. And now we're sitting here a year from now and you're getting ready to go up to 11 again. Do you just kick open the back of the gate and you just use that whole area, or
Yeah,
do you have to go to an event center?
Honestly,
When does Festival of the Goat Queen go to the first Midwest amphitheater?
When do we outgrow this space? It's the question.
Right.
And that may be next year. Like, this may be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really seems like this is probably the last year that we're gonna be able to have it here.
As a one-day thing.
That's right.
I
Yeah.
do
Two-day
know-
Goat Queen. I can
Goat Queen the weekend?
We have been
It's become a
thinking about
WrestleMania.
lots of different possibilities.
Wow.
But there are, like, I would be nothing if I wasn't thinking all the way down the
Sure.
road, and I'm telling you, there are so many cool things that we can do with the commission, so many cool places that this can go.
Yeah, there are some big opportunities here. There are some places that really need to start looking at what we could be doing for them.
It's pretty amazing. And like I said, everybody that I've talked to, over the past few weeks about that were here last week just are like, why aren't you going to be there? Because I'm in Wisconsin. Every time the Goat Queen happens, I'm up in the cheese state. That's just bad luck for me. But people really, and it's Dave, it's Judgment Dave. I can't do that. I cannot do that. It just seems to me like people are, it's like a date you set aside. People are like, okay, when's the Goat Queen? We're putting this aside. I'm next year. I'm gonna wait till you lock it in, and I'm gonna say, listen, I can't work on this Saturday because I have to see it.
Yeah,
I have-
we decided on the date earlier this year. I think it was in like January or something. And I put up a post saying, save the date. And the amount of response that thing got just on its own, and people freaked out. And it was one of the more popular posts that we had posted without even boosting it or anything. So that was pretty impressive.
The whole thing is pretty impressive. When you guys built this, when you had the first one, what inspired you to do it? What you're like sitting there one day and you're like, we're gonna do this festival. And how did that come about?
So, like I said, it started off as a pre-dark hunting.
Right.
So, it's kind of tied into the fact that we do all of this traffic in the area. And then a lot of those beer fans would be looking for other smaller breweries in the area to visit.
So this was all to optimize the big event,
Right.
and it became something else.
But the thing that was unique about it, I think right from the start is that, the Dark Lord that Big Woods put out is, it's an imperial stout, it's a Russian imperial stout, like, motor oil, wonderful motor oil, but, thick. And the Dark Lord himself is just like, masculine. And, we took like this, we always kind of took the opposite approach. So we went, okay, let's have a low-key fertility festival and, make a bunch of amazing beers that are.
I can't do that tree sap beer that comes out of the stump and it's like thick as molasses and you drink it and you get down to the bottom of that cup and you're just like, I don't think I could drink any more.
Yeah, right.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
that
No,
hurts.
that can be.
That was like one of those cocktails I had at
it can
Dave's
be a little
party.
viscous. Yeah, and so we didn't, I mean, I like a lot of things, right? But we didn't want to be the same thing.
You want something different.
And, and that drives a lot of our decisions. It drives, who we look at, and what we do and the kind of entertainment that we provide and the themes that we have. We don't want to do the same thing that you're going to see at every other brewery or every other whatever. Anything.
And you have definitely got that going. And because of this spectacle, we now get introduced for the first time to Rogue Wrestling Entertainment,
Yeah.
a wrestling promotion born out of the Goat Queen.
Yes.
It's like the Goat Queen had a baby,
Kinda.
and here comes this fetus
Yeah.
walking into the situation and like, hi,
That's exactly what happened. That's a great way of putting it.
it's
Yeah.
it's a child.
Yeah.
And the child, you called it, I love this because when we were at the party for Dave, you called this a soft opening
Yeah.
for Rogue Wrestling Entertainment. And I think that's awesome because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the center of attention, but it's definitely going to be a focal point,
Yeah.
and it's
right,
going to be there.
Right.
So it is kind of like a soft
Yeah.
opening. And then, later on, it'll become its own thing. However,
Yeah.
as the child grows. So what about wrestling made you guys say, you know what? We've got this brewery. We are the kings and queens of the goats. We've got this whole thing that happens yearly that is very popular. We're well established in our community. I mean, with your appearances at the knockouts, Rabbit is now, they have become such a integral member of the community that is Homewood.
Yeah.
Because you hear it, you hear people talking about it, you hear people saying, there are plenty of breweries all over the damn place, but people talk about Rabbit. See, you always talk about Rabbit. Where is it? It's right behind freaking Target and Jewel. It's right there. You
Yeah.
can't miss it.
Yeah.
So, we want people to know about it that don't, and we want people to come and check out these wonderfully cool things. So now we have Rogue Wrestling Entertainment, and I'm sure that van is going to be at every Rogue Wrestling event with the spirits being sold at, and I think that's an amazing way to not only represent yourselves as business owners. I mean, you've got your product out there, delicious product, which we're enjoying this evening. But it also, represents you as people because,
Right.
Behind the mortar and the windows and the stills and all that's happening here is you. It's you. Rabbit Brewing is you guys. And that's what makes it magical. And that's what makes it special. A space pirate and a knockout. That's
Yeah.
what makes this beautiful. That's what makes it authentic.
Right.
So now here wrestling comes into the equation. And now you've got knockouts and you've got space pirates and you've got this Jamoke and you've got all these crazy characters that are showing up at this event this weekend.
Right.
I mean, this is like the greatest
Right.
situation. I mean, it's like the perfect storm. And I think George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg won't die this time. That's how perfect this storm is. I think you should,
They
because
might
we're
come.
resurrecting.
Not Mark
Maybe not.
Wahlberg. Marky Mark, okay.
The funk,
Yeah,
well, hey,
yeah,
good
yeah,
vibration.
If he comes with the funky bunch.
Yeah, yeah,
Where he become-
I want.
That's
I
fair,
want
that's
the
fair.
other guys.
You don't wear underwear, just Mark.
So-
Euro has left a very important comment. In Technoslavia, we have only baby mole rats, no baby goats.
I don't know how we.
That'd
get
be
this. I think that
terrifying.
would endanger
Leave it to Euro to say something like that
Well,
to
you
kill the
know,
buzz we've got
yeah,
going here.
She's a wonderful dovetail into the answer to your question.
Hmm.
And the answer is that wrestling speaks to, in our minds, in our hearts, it speaks to the theater kids in all of us.
Yes.
And that is part of what Rabbit is. We are we're a nursery for art. We in a way, I mean, we really try to get people to participate and be a part of the show and be a part of the art and to really energize people in the way that we all got excited when we all got to participate in the play, and so that sort of thing, that is Rabbit. That's the spirit of it. And that's why wrestling, absolutely fits right in with everything.
And it is really, it seems like the more that I did not know this was the fifth installment
Yeah.
of the Goat Queen. I should do better research,
Bad
but I'm not very good at my job.
God.
But I came in, when I started working with the knockouts, that's when I discovered Rabbit. I had no idea what was happening here. And then last year was the Goat Queen. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then everybody's talking about it because I wasn't here. I'm like, how did I fucking miss that? And now I'm like, how am I fucking missing it again? But the point is, it's got this buzz to it. It's just so organic. And I think that why I have taken to it is because every time you guys are somewhere, whether you at the knockouts and you guys are there, they're pouring the beer and she's skating around like a fiend, beating people up, or the after parties and all the shenanigans that happen. And then there was the party for Judgment Day where things happened that probably were unholy and unearthly. Yeah, that there was a picture today on social media of one of the knockouts with a prosthetic situation on her forehead, which you just can't put a price tag on that kind of entertainment. And we're here right now at the round table, and Rion's here, and Rachel is obviously here
Who's
doing.
Rachel?
I know who you are.
Who's
Cactus Rack,
Thank you.
Russian Blue,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
whatever.
moderating comments. That's
and
what
we've
I'm
got
doing
Nan
tonight.
Slaughter in the back, just kind of being quiet right now. We see you over there.
She's so happy you got
Still waiting for that bit we could do on commentary at the knockouts. I'm still waiting.
She's got beer coins. I don't know how they work here.
I don't, hey, that's for us to find out later.
Yeah.
We're gonna find out, but
Yeah.
and you will have to pay, and you have no money right now, so shut up.
Son of a bitch. Somebody.
If only someone had a milkshake right now.
No milkshakes for you. You are lactose intolerant. No,
Yeah, I am lactose.
well, there you go. So that's a
Cannot-
bad look for you. But it's everything that happens here is such a production. And even the after parties are I feel like they're a production because everybody's just kind of here and they keep their costumes on
Yeah,
for the most
right.
part, and it's very theatrical. And then the Judgment Day roast was as theatrical as parties get. I mean, there was flames being thrown around, and there were.
We had the fire suppression.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I thought you said somebody was throwing flames of day.
It's a-
gonna be like, good on you, but don't do that.
It's a bad idea to give like a boss anything flammable.
No, I think that's a great idea.
It was I was a little nervous, but they were throwing kegs. It was a spectacle. Like I felt like I was doing something illegal. That's how fun it was. I'm like, I'm gonna get.
Oh, he posted a milkshake post.
Oh, okay, got it.
Flames.
Sensory overload is what's happening.
Yeah.
So when you say theater kids and when you say this is for theater people, I never realized that until right now,
Yeah.
that is so effing true because everybody that's involved is very bombastic and over the top.
Yeah.
You in your garb when you walk out on this floor at the knockouts,
Yeah.
you're more than just a beer man. You're Tobias. And when you say that name, it's like, yes. And then obviously, the knockouts are on another plane of existence to all of us mere mortal humans with what they do. And it's such a nice marriage, the knockouts and Rabid Brewing. It just seems to complement, not the fact that withstanding that you're one of them. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but it seems like just such a good partnership.
Well, it's more than a partnership in a way. It's, we all occupy this alternate universe.
Yes.
together. Like, there, of course, the knockouts exist in the Rabbit universe, but, they took us here to here to different in the Rabbit universe. The way the Rabbit universe looks different to them, and, I don't know, I think it's, I think that sounds like a drunken person, and I didn't think, oh, what the hell?
It's the Rabid verse. I love it. That's a thing.
The light cube.
Well, I honestly, I did see you pull 3 bottles of whiskey out of the cooler to make that drink. So that is I bet it's a little bit powerful. Keep Dave away from me. Dave is freaking me out right now.
But Dave.
So Dave is going to be our new
Give it to
timeout
me.
guy.
Give it to me.
Huh?
Give it to me.
Oh, you got in trouble, Andy. That's what
No.
happens.
I lost.
No.
All right. So,
Thank you, that's excellent.
You are
He's
not,
always gonna be there.
he's just over my shoulder. And now, yes,
Right here for you.
that's fantastic.
You
Great.
know what he's wondering? He's wondering why you haven't RSVP'd to Bree and Mark's wedding.
Oh, yeah, we gotta all do that.
God, that's still in my suitcase. Okay,
That goes for everyone on the Power Hour.
I'm on it.
You're
I'm on
welcome,
it.
Bree.
Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Bree.
Sorry, Bree.
Why are you bringing everybody down?
It's my job.
It's fair. That's fair. Cactus rack, just being cactus all over the place.
Party
Okay,
pooper.
so let's talk a little bit about Rogue. Oh,
We on camera.
What the hell, man? Got stuff happening right here. Bree, calm down. We getting to it. There's a bunch of stuff happening.
I just saw her stun Andy at a concert.
I know.
She did.
I'm just saying. Just
got- they
calm
got-
down.
They got ridiculous at Limp Bizkit.
You right.
Yeah.
Highway or the highway.
Yeah.
That's the kind of how it was.
It was not my way.
Let's talk about Rogue and what's happening because with the Goat Queen on the horizon, and it's just days away. So is the debut of your baby. Well, of your the fact that Tobias,
This is the collective.
the
baby.
three of you have had a shot. This is not helping me at all. The fact that three of you have had, you have a child now together. So there's going to be, hopefully there'll never be a custody battle. Hopefully you'll maintain peace in the neighborhood forever. But here it is, Andy, you have been talking about wrestling and being in this position, having a ring, being the guy. And you've talked about this so passionately for so long. And with the help of Tobias and Ray, you are at the precipice of living one of your most important dreams. And I think that also speaks to Rabid because in the Rabidverse, your dreams get to come true. So tell us a little bit about these freaking characters because, here we are just a few days away from all the shenanigans that are going to happen. And I'm having to deal with these characters.
Yeah, what
that-
names you got on this list? I see a couple. I see a couple.
I already don't like Bison Tyrannus. I think he's a piece of shit.
You hear that?
I'm not exactly sure what is it. Torian Tyrannus? Are they related, or is it just
No,
Torian?
No, just Torian.
Okay.
Torian.
Because I thought maybe they had a brothers thing going
No.
for no other reason than they're together. And it's like,
You watched the video. You saw how much of a jerk Bison was. He walked up and
Kind of-
stole.
yeah,
I
but that's
feel
how
like
brothers
Bison is
work.
bullying
He wasn't-
Torian
he
for,
wasn't
for
even
real here.
invited.
It is bullying. Torian.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Take a little less
Yeah.
heat.
that
Yeah.
wasn't his
Mhm.
invitation. And he
Agreed.
stole it. So now he's kind of
Yeah.
occupied that. That's something you're gonna have to deal with because I'm not
Right.
in charge of that
I-
part. That's you.
I know. That's
So here we are. We already don't like Bison Tyrannus.
We already got
That
it.
is we're in agreement that is a dick, and we feel kind of bad for Torian, although not really. And then there's the Bear King. That is one of the most intriguing things I've ever seen. He's the Bear King at the Goat Queen. We've got a lot of royalty happening on a
Yeah.
Saturday in Homewood.
I don't even know how that one came about. I forgot how I kind of
well,
created this character when I started talking to you, but the guy that got playing it is like all in. Like he dove head first.
We saw it. I saw the
Yeah.
promo.
we're on a full shoot here. Huh?
Whatever we need to be. We're in the Rabidverse. We're whatever you want us to be.
Okay. Yeah. Beer King. I mean, Beer King. Also good. Beer King. Yeah.
Beer
also-
King, Bear
also
King,
good.
Yeah.
however you're pronouncing it.
Yeah, there are all kinds of Venn diagrams we could draw here. Yeah, this guy was fascinating. Like we were definitely out hunting for the Goat Queen for her, for her warriors, to enter this entire thing. But when we found Bear King, it was kind of a shocker. It's like, oh, wait a second. This guy is perfect. And because of, one of the things you said, we've got this festival of the Goat Queen. This guy is a Bear King.
Big old
What
Berkeley.
the hell? Absolutely.
It's the
Now-
kingdom of the bears trying to invade the
All hail
queen's
Bear
kingdom.
King. All hail Bear King commented by Jamie. We'll have to.
I feel like there's a situation where there's like a Trojan horse. This is mythological shit.
Well, that is what Rogue is all about.
Yes, and that's what I love so dearly about it.
Whatever kingdom he's come from, he's come for this one now, so we'll see what he's up to. We don't know if he's good or bad. He's on your screen right now currently.
There he is. I see him.
Bear King.
He's a very, very, very attractive young fellow.
Very nice beard.
Very, very sturdy young man. It would
Good
look
beard.
like. Yes, good beard. So that's as far as I'm going. As far as I'm prepared to go.
Pause.
Any further, and it's weird. Let's talk about possibly the greatest characters to ever adorn wrestling gear in history.
We already know what's
The
happening.
axe breakers.
The Axe Breakers have captured my imagination in ways that are not necessarily great for me, but wow. Holy shit. That was a holy shit promo. I'm like, I don't know who these fuckers are, but I'm all in. I'm all in to see what they're gonna do.
We can talk more about other stuff. Originally, they had different names than what we have given them.
No, they've never had Axel and Bjorn are
No,
what
it's
they were,
perfect.
their names that were chosen by God.
It's perfect.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's their rock god
Norwegian
given
death
name.
god.
I don't want to hear that any of the other names, because those are perfect.
Rock god given name. Yeah, they told me personally, not whomever you.
I need Bjorn
Yeah.
merch right away.
Yeah.
Bjorn. Just the fact that's even involved in the situation is fantastic.
Yeah.
You're mixing death metal and ABBA. I'm all in. I'm sold.
I don't know if you caught it in the promo, but one of them can't talk. Did you catch that?
So you basically, now you're capturing Jay and Silent Bob in the shit.
Well, no,
too.
no, he can
He
make
can
noises.
roar,
Yeah,
he
he
can growl.
roars.
But he can't speak.
He rocks, but he can't talk. But
There,
that's fine.
there they are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Exhales like
good exhales.
Exhales like,
Coming from a.
that's some of
professional
that
Yeah.
fuckery you were talking about earlier. I like that. I'm a big fan of the fuckery. Hey, what, see Red's up top and he's gone right now, but
See
we'll,
Red's
we'll
up
get him back as we go further on in the show.
But no, what better for a goat queen than two of the most heavy metal dudes I could find, right?
So if the Bear King decides he wants to overthrow the Goat Queen, then he's gonna have to get by
The Knights of Valhalla, who knows?
the axe breaker.
Brothers of Northern Darkness.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who knows?
the Nordic super soldiers, if
Exactly.
you
We
will.
just came up with like 4 different names right there.
We're flowing tonight, just like
It
the
is.
beer.
But it shows you how easy it is to create these kind of things. Like it's
You
good
mean
brain-
like
good brain.
Father Kraft?
That guy.
Tell-
Yeah.
Tell us something about this very strange person that was just laying about in the grass.
From what I saw,
Is he a priest, a
uh,
high priest, or some such thing?
he's more like a dashing rogue kind of guy.
I think that might be a little bit of a stretch. I'm not ready to go dashing there, Andy.
He likes to chill from what I've seen, and like I don't know if it was from the gods that this envelope had fallen onto his face, or if it was some bald guy on a ladder who was dropping it to his face.
Or it was on the ground already and just happened to be there.
Who knows? But yeah, dashing rogue. He just kind of like he's right there. He's
I'm not ready to call you a dashing. I'm not ready to call him a dashing rogue. Not ready for that.
he's pretty cool, man. Look at this neat hat. You can see it in the pictures if you're watching live. He is a dashing rogue.
It's like Jim Jones took acid.
Yeah,
and he got lost, and now he's kind of just here.
you are that character is a schlitz away from a trailer park situation is what's happening right
Probably.
there.
Actually, that's a good
A
thing.
schlitz
Like,
away.
sure.
Just one schlitz. That's all you need sometimes.
Like that made
So those
get that.
I can't give half a schlitz either, to be honest with you. That's the fuckery we've been talking about today. Dashing rogue
getting it out
indeed.
there,
Oh, I get it. So rogue, yeah, it's okay. So you're going. That's just way too complicated.
putting it into the ethers.
Don't put it into either. Let's
Dashing rogue.
That's
dashing.
not happening.
That's see,
Dashing road is-
you have just been cut off.
There are barbarians. There are
Well, this is just what I know. Tell me more.
now there's
I
a
hear
dash-
there are ladies. There's all kinds of.
This guy, Father Kraft is like, this guy, he's definitely cult leader material.
Oh, geez,
He's dashing. Keep going.
he's caressing.
Yeah,
He's
caressing dashing.
Don't say that again.
when
might
he
get
gets
in trouble
when he
here.
gets in front of certain people, he's got a certain way of speaking that absolutely speaks to them. And
Gaelic
it
or
gets
something?
them right in line.
No,
He reads a lot of books.
I'd like to hear that.
He reads a lot of
Or
books.
Some Canadian dialect would be helpful as well. I think that would be very cool.
Personally, I think that he just makes up quotes and attributes them to authors if they sound good and make him sound smarter and well-read, but
When you use
maybe he reads. a lot.
It's amazing how much life imitates art, isn't it?
when you use big words in a good sentence, it sounds smart.
And you don't even know what they mean.
No.
That's not a mandatory situation. So are there other rogue wrestlers that are to be unveiled? Can you unveil any tonight for the
Yeah,
match?
we can-
Because we've seen the promos so far. but I'm sure there are more.
Oh, boy,
What do we have?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
if we would
well, I think that
Maybe just give us one. I don't give,
there's.
don't
there-
give us too
there-
much.
There are two more wrestlers that I think that we can announce.
Okay, let's,
He-
this is
he
a
actually
live
messaged
announcement
her.
right
He
here.
said space
More
cowboy.
Rogue wrestlers
Oh,
for
really?
Saturday.
He
Really?
didn't even know that he had mentioned the character
Oh,
earlier.
wow.
Good guess,
Wow.
Mike.
Okay, so maybe there are three we could talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I love it.
All right.
Like,
Okay, so, well, let me talk about the women that are coming out.
Yes, the women. I've heard people do that on TV.
Hey, Ifriti. And she is
Freedy,
Ifriti.
Efreedy.
Ifriti, yeah, it's, like she's named for the fire genies.
Fire genies.
Yeah, the Ifrit, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we've never seen that in
Yeah.
wrestling before.
probably not, no.
No.
Yeah, so Ifriti, she is a master of fire and just eating things up and taking care of her opponents in
fiery
rather
ways.
scalding ways, yes.
That is
Um,
a little disturbing.
Yeah.
We hope nobody gets burned.
So yes,
Hopefully
we
the
have
fire marshal is employed.
And we went
It is-
out and we searched the land, we searched the regions. We searched everywhere and eventually we found Mira, who is this really cool woman. I mean, really cool. And so we've got a bit of a fire and ice situation here. And that's gonna be pretty fascinating.
Mira.
Mira, yeah,
When you say Mira,
yeah.
I immediately am teleported to Kira from
Ah.
Xanadu. You don't know what that means, but I assure you, when you Google later, you will find the tie-in delightful. The
We'll
music,
figure
maybe
that out.
not so much, but the tie-in delightful nonetheless. So we've got a fire and ice scenario, which means rain.
Yeah, and so far we've given you,
Can you imagine if it rained? Good Lord.
I don't think it will. It's gonna be-
I'm kidding,
Oh,
Andy.
God, don't do
I
that.
saw Andy started to twitch. Andy started to twitch.
My face went red.
But luckily, as forecasts have it, as the oracles of the sky tell us,
Perfect day.
it's gonna be a perfect.
As it should be, because
And
with
not like
every-
a Lou Reed perfect day, like a real perfect.
I wish it was a Luke Reed perfect. That's pretty fucking cool right there. That's a great reference. I'm all in there. Okay, so we've got the fire and ice women. We've got Bear
Dashing
King
Road.
dashing. No, that is a dead thing. We need to come up with something else.
Evil priest.
Evil priest.
And we've got
And you know what priests do?
Poison and Torian.
So I hear. No, it's okay. Don't get nervous. Andy's starting to twitch again. I don't like it when you twitch, Andy.
We've given you about 5-6 characters already.
We have a lot of
I
characters.
think
Still more.
the only other one that we want to talk about right now.
Yeah, you
is-
unintentionally
yeah.
mentioned it when you said Space Cowboy. And I know you didn't know that was a character, so that was an extremely good guess, because there is a Space Cowboy.
That's my Steve Miller training,
We do have a Space Cowboy.
as you should,
Uh,
as anybody should.
His name is Buster Nova. Actually, can
Can we call him Busta
We
Nova?
haven't announced the match yet, so I guess I can give one breaking news.
It's true.
So everyone here watching live on my thingy here, everyone who's gonna watch Steve's later.
But see, because you're doing it live on Facebook now, nobody has any reason to watch us
They're
later.
going to watch it and see the pictures that they're posting.
They are working hard.
Uh,
Rion and Pax are working
announcing
hard.
here the very first match of the soft launch of Rogue Wrestling is going
Soft
to
opening.
be, is going to be Father Craft versus Buster Nova. So that is the very first match.
Andy, can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
Will you be angry at me if I tell you I'm pulling for the Space Cowboy?
That's fine. Pull for the Space Cowboy.
It's a Space Cowboy.
He is, we posted photos of him, I believe, or
Not yet.
Oh,
not yet.
well, that's
We're
coming soon.
definitely
too.
going
I-
to, though.
Check out your social media later this week. Maybe you'll see.
Yeah, if-
I'm just,
if
I'm
you
pretty sure
know
that
how
that
to-
picture
you
is
know
not
how to
Busta
dig
Nova.
on- dig on social media, you might find.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I barely know how to operate a goddamn
You've been
computer.
dropping pictures and stuff.
But yeah, the Rogue Wrestling Entertainment page has not yet posted any pictures of Buster Nova. But this guy's coming out, he's gonna come out hot.
and he's in space.
That's
Like a laser.
like a
From
laser.
what I've heard, he has multiple guns. He only kills on contract.
Welcome to
so
the gun show.
I doubt I'm a contract. I'm a pretty cool dude. dashing.
Don't
road.
say that.
You never know.
Not a dashing row, not even close.
But we'll see what happens. Again, if you have not bought tickets, like Ray said earlier, VIP is gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
At door is
Now,
probably
it-
going to get hard.
In the VIP tent,
I don't think it's.
Oh,
yeah,
well, then you better get here
I think
early.
early, come early, stay late,
Yeah, no, just buy your tickets now.
buy them now,
Okay, buy 'em online.
right now online.
Yeah.
Go
Go
to
to
Rabbit
Feast of the
Brewing,
Goat Queen.
Feast of
yeah.
the Goat Queen. There are plenty of places you can go to get these tickets. And it's all very easy to find. Just type it in your phone. It's there.
Yep.
Now, with the wrestling and with the Feast of the Goat Queen, where does all of this go from here? Because the Feast of the Goat Queen, that's a once a year kind of thing. But I would think if people love dashing rogues and fire and ice and the axe death metal Nordic duo that's coming, I have a feeling people are going to want to see these characters do things more than just once a year.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the plan?
All right.
I'm getting right in it.
What's the plan?
What's the plan?
The plan is, we're gonna have one or two more shows this year.
Okay,
And then next year, we hope to move to an every other month schedule, so 6 shows next year. And those shows, we're intending on holding over at, the Homewood Auditorium.
the hottest venue in the South Side,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah, where Chicago Knockout skate.
It's the Knockout Dome.
So, yeah. That is the plan right now.
Yep.
And then after that, we'll see about maybe going monthly.
How excited are you about all of this stuff?
Oh, this is.
I mean, I know the work is probably brutal and
Yeah.
you're always, there's never a time for rest, but my God, you've taken this town by storm. You've given them great beverages. Now you've given them great entertainment and then wrestling in Homewood on a
Right.
regular basis to boot.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah, we're the center of culture here.
You are the epicenter.
A whole lot has happened since the last time we were on the podcast. You can just announce it itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that last time we were here was just hey, we're doing this now. And now here we are on the last stop on the road to this seeing its way to life.
Yeah,
Right, right.
4 days.
Yeah.
Are you nervous? Are you, I mean, where are you at Mind's Place? Why? I mean, you're excited?
Yeah, you know what, I'm still driving, I'm still putting my foot on the gas and still writing shit up and still making sure that we've got everything down to almost the last minute, kind of scheduled with flexibility, of course, because you fucking need flexibility in wrestling.
And any other place you go, to be honest.
Being live.
In 2024, flexibility is more than just a word.
But trying to get it, really nailed down in terms of schedule and making sure that everybody is prepared. Everybody has what they need. And making sure that we're treating all of our talent the way that they need to be treated, which actually, why don't you? No,
Yes.
Seriously, this is an important thing.
Ms. Fearest, speak to that.
I think, much as Tobias went on this journey with him, visiting about these different functions and talking to all of these different wrestlers. And
diligence.
I might not have been like actually participating in those meetings like up front, but I was listening. And I've always been watching. And what I think is that, actually, it's not even what I think. What I know is that where we want to be different is the way that we take care of our talent and each other. That, that there's things like FedEx on site with talent is doing their work. That's some scary stuff because, and I want to make sure that they have help right away.
I've seen a ton of shows where they're on.
Right.
I want to make sure that people are, fed and watered and, and beveraged and, and treated nicely when they're here. We're gonna have a green room. That was actually a big learn for us last year, was, oh my gosh, we have grown to the fact that we need to have a green room and provide some, some food and snacks and stuff for people. And, a place. to
Feed your
sit down.
talent.
But
That is unheard of
But it's,
in the wrestling business, I swear.
as I was listening, I was hearing that there's this big thing of organizational. And that there was nobody saying, you know what, okay, so you got these really creative guys that come up with this awesome shit, but you know what? we need to actually have somebody who knows how to make that happen and make it sustainable and make it so people want to keep working with them over and over again and building these characters. So that is where I'm coming in on this. I'm gonna, provide the, structure and the stability and make sure that,
Parts we suck at.
Mommy likes to beat people,
You're gonna provide the fuckery.
but
Yeah, it's,
bring them by your hand. Find out.
yeah. And I think that, how you treat your team is part of the backbone of having a successful production. No matter what your entertainment is, if you are treating your talent well, then they're gonna go out there and they're gonna put out a great show. And that's really important.
Did y'all hear that?
And it's not even just the red, but
Just say
it's
it.
like the fire breather people, it's the hoop dancers, it's the vendors themselves. Like, if you treat everybody great way, all those people are gonna wanna come back next year to an even potentially bigger site or 2-day
Yeah.
site, who knows? Like,
I mean, we want, these people are important. These people, those wrestlers are the most important part of the show. They have to go out there and perform incredible things and do incredible things. I went out there and I started learning how to take a bump.
It's fun, right?
it was a great day
Off
for
the
me.
second rope, I hurt myself.
Yes, you did.
You know?
And that happens.
So, like, it is amazing what they do. Once you, as a layman, stepping into a ring and trying to do anything, you realize, oh my God.
That hit me right here.
there's Training in every
Right there.
little thing they do.
I was out of position for a tenth of a second and I almost lost my knee.
Right?
And it was totally my fault.
That's it.
That's why they talk about it, unless you're trained, don't get in a ring.
Absolutely.
And I have had some training, but there was a moment in a recent match where I was out of position and I could have fucked myself
Yeah.
huge.
Even the stupidest little things like being used to the bounce that other people
Yeah.
create on the mat, like you could land wrong.
Yeah.
When somebody else is doing their stuff. So you gotta kind of be in rhythm with everything else that's going.
It's a big dance. It's a big dance and everybody is a part of it.
Yeah.
And you have to be in the right space and doing the right thing. And if you are off just a little bit, it can be devastating. And
It is.
I saw you up in Wisconsin and that whole leg thing coming down the stairs. And that was as innocuous as something that could ever happen. And that was
Something-
terrible.
No matter how much training you have, wrestling will always get you somehow. But it's just knowing how to deal with them situations when it gets you. I was luckily able to get out when I had to, and luckily it was towards the end, so I hit all the right luck that day. But yeah, like Tobias said, he'd gotten the ring, he had taken his bump, and Ray had gotten in the ring too. And I wanted them to kind of experience like what I've done for 10 years now. And I mean, I think you guys gotta kind of hang on what I kind of go through, just a pinch of what I
Yeah,
go
I
through.
mean,
But like,
We spent like 10 minutes learning how to run the ropes, which is just going from one rope, bouncing, running back to the other.
Not as easy as it looks, right?
It is not as easy as it looks.
Right.
You have to train your body for the move.
so many
You know,
mechanics go into
like-
wrestling and so much pain you don't know you're gonna.
And those
have.
ropes don't tickle.
They don't. They do not.
They do not tickle.
Yeah.
I am so excited for what you guys are doing and what will come out of this. Because I've gotten to know you and I've gotten to know him and I've gotten to know everybody that's involved in this. And I know that you guys are surrounded by creativity, really positive creativity. And there's a difference. There's negative creativity, there's positive creativity. And if you have that negative creativity, it can drag you down. But you guys have the right idea about how this should look. And I think that that's going to be your biggest asset. What you said about the talent and how you feel about it speaks volumes to why you're successful business people, because you understand that without the people that help you and do things for you, there is no you. And I think a lot of people forget that along the way. So I think that's really good. And it's a great message here tonight as to why this is going to be so successful. So let's talk about the actual Goat Queen. So tell us the time frames and what's going to happen. Why should they be here right off the bat? And why should they just stay all day? Because there's a lot of shit.
Right.
I'm just saying, you don't want to miss any of this shit. And there's a lot.
So say every
God.
hour is pretty much filled
There's,
with
yeah,
something.
there's a lot, so.
Pack a lunch.
Buy a lunch.
Or don't
buy
pack a lunch because there's
Don't
food
pack-
here.
There's like, what, 6 vendors of
Yeah,
food here? Like,
yeah,
get
right.
food here.
Go ahead. Just talking out of my ass.
Steve.
Don't pack a lunch. If you do, I'm coming for you. There's lots of fine food here.
I literally just posted all of
I
it.
know, right?
I
Keep up
literally-
with your
I
own
don't
food,
understand
brother.
why you're saying
These are-
that. I
Look,
literally just
Wancho's
posted
tacos.
the
you've
entire
got
food.
Taco.
You gotta pay attention, Steven.
Not very good at this.
There is a ton of food. Do not listen to Steve and do not.
I
pack a
Do
lunch.
not bring a lunch.
Yeah.
All of the things. is what posted.
Let's talk about the
We're
food.
gonna have water.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about the food that you should eat.
We're gonna have all the drinks, all the food, all the water, all the, like, we've got all that.
Don't need to bring, just bring yourself.
Bring yourself in costume.
Come
There.
as you are.
Come, saved it.
12 to 7 is the artisan market. It is a carefully curated market that celebrates the natural, the magical, the mystical.
So you can buy shit.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
That stuff,
Yeah.
that, you know, general admission, oh my God, what am I even thinking?
Yeah. Oh, and there's goats too. Did we mention that, guys? There's a lot of goats that are gonna be here. I
There's-
see
there's-
Gustavo super pumped about that.
There's gonna be a wandering wizard who does street magic, like walks up to you and like,
Oh,
does
So-
you right there.
You got it on
So
there
you get
too.
this amazing bag that you can.
No, I know this
do all
Tobias with
your
it too.
shopping with. It's gonna come with a limited edition golden posters.
Wow.
Your general admission is that. Yeah.
That is a badass bag that you get with a general admission. And you can fill that bag.
Arts vendors, there's food vendors, there'll be a wandering magician in the afternoon. The goats will be here, probably we'll call that 12 to 5, you know, they're kind of in a union, so we kind of have to, you know. abide by
Nothing
the
worse than
rules.
union goats.
I know,
Can't keep
right?
goats forever.
They're very cheeky.
There's going to be wrestling bouts at 3 and 5. There's gonna be a panel with the Chicago Knockouts.
A panel with the knockouts.
Yes.
I want to hear about that. Tell me about the, so the knockouts are going to be involved in that.
Yeah, well, yeah, they are. Well, they're gonna be right in the middle. And so right in between the two shows, we've gotten like an hour-long break. So there's part 1 of the RWE show and then part 2. And then we're gonna have a panel of the knockouts in the middle there. Talking about what they saw in the wrestling, what they like, what they didn't like, things
I
like
had this
that.
opportunity to do a panel, with Euro and Marley back at Comic, at.
C2E2.
Yeah.
and-
Oh, C2E2.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
But I'm just saying that we needed all of the opportunities to get those women on microphones because they are hysterical.
Oh, someone's got to record that. That,
Oh, for
you
sure.
could, you put that out on YouTube. That'll blow up like crazy. Those,
They are.
back to the day. Don't bring any food. Eat the food here.
7 o'clock, all the artisan vendors are gonna pack it up, pack it in. We're going to, send children home. And when they can go into the evening and have a good adult type behavior. So, there'll be,
I've heard this shtick before. Send the children home quick. It
Yeah.
gets out of hand fast. It-
It's 9 o'clock.
She's a mom. Don't listen to her. Yeah, the after hour stuff is pretty, it'll be pretty intense. What do you have planned for the night shift?
So we've got a number of things happening, but one of the things that we can talk about is Red Hot Annie and Christiana. They are internationally praised burlesque and fire dancers. And they will be out in the crowd taking pictures with people for a little bit before their show, but they will be once Sweetie's gonna go on, and then after Sweetie plays their set, which is amazing. By the way, check out Sweetie's band again and Land Before Tim, because these two bands are gonna rock the world.
Ska and
then
punk, very
in-
Chicago.
Right? And then in between them is going to be the burlesque, the fire dancing, and the fire dance ritual, which is a path for us to burn our burdens and free ourselves.
He's gonna free himself. There's not a cult, not a cult.
Good tagline.
program. We've done this really since the very first time. You're gonna ask everybody to provide their offerings to the group.
Yeah.
Writing down what they don't wish to take with them into the next year. And,
Take it, you write it on a piece of paper, you put it into a basket, and then later we burn the basket and
And it's sent into the netherworld of
Yeah.
the Goat Queen's
Yeah.
lair. My
you
goodness.
are, you alleviate yourself of these pressures and you move on with the second half of the year.
You're cleansed.
You are cleansed. You are feeling good.
We all need to be cleansed at
Yeah.
this point in the
That is what
calendar
a
year.
cult would say, but that's fine.
Not a call.
We're gonna put, for
Again,
you, we're
good
gonna put,
tagline.
we're gonna put roguish.
Yeah,
And
not
we're
a
gonna put,
roguish
we're gonna,
cult.
we're gonna just burn that quickly. Handsome rogue, my asshole.
That-
Anyway, moving on. So we start at, was it noon or 1 o'clock? We start at noon.
Gates open at noon.
And I mean, this is going well into the late hours of the night.
It's gonna go until 11:30. Yeah,
So it's almost a 12-hour
yeah,
marathon of mayhem.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
a lot of hours.
it is a whole
Yeah.
event to take it.
This have better have been training for this all year long. I don't
Yeah,
want to hear
right?
bullshit out of you that you can't hang. Oh, it's too long. I can't do it.
to take a
You
nap.
Get it together, okay?
Yeah, fuck you, get it
It's-
together.
It's the place to party. This is what a cult would say.
You need to just, you need to pump the brakes on that there, you handsome rogue. If
Thanks.
that's what you,
I'll-
if that's what you want to be.
It's catching on.
It's not catching on, absolutely not catching on. I'm so happy that we got to do this tonight, because I think that anybody that watches it, the 7 people that watch this show are gonna want to be here.
Those
And they're
seven
gonna,
better buy tickets.
all 7 of you you're gonna come out and you're gonna be there for all 12 hours, because you're gonna want to fill your bag. You're gonna want to see the wrestling. And-
You're gonna wanna hang out, drink beer and pet goats.
Yeah,
Watch.
and you know what, let's just point out right now that this is, just look at the color. You know, this is top quality
This is
stuff.
his second beer.
This is my second one. I'm playing with house money. That's what we're doing here tonight. Any final thoughts that you have on this spectacle? Anything you want to put out there? This is, I am not even here right now. This is all you.
What else would you like to say?
This has been your guys' baby for 5 years.
Yeah,
I'm only
yeah.
stepping in after last
Yeah,
year, so.
no, I'm just excited for everybody. This is absolutely what I have. This is what I have been doing since I was like 13 years old. And what Ray has been doing for much of her life, which is bringing the party, bringing the fun, creating something amazing, encouraging art, and making something that is basically a full fucking circus, because that's where it's at. This is, we want people to go home smiling, and we're gonna make sure of it.
Just like the last 4 years, they've all wanted more, so he's going to send them back home wanting to do this again for another
Yeah.
12 hours next year.
Yeah.
Or 2 days.
That's
or
it,
24
maybe
hours.
camping over and doing it 2 days in a row. Who knows?
Overnight.
Ooh, a Friday. Oh, you have to tents. There'll be tents in the back
Yeah.
40.
And overnight, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That would,
VIP yurts.
that wouldn't look cultish at all. Not at all. Tents back. Yeah, no, that'd be fine. Homewood would love it. Yeah, no
Yeah.
uniforms.
Shirts.
Or if we tell you that you can't hang out with your family.
That's,
We're not
yeah.
gonna tell you.
Or
that.
that you
They're
can't
not gonna
leave
tell you
without
that.
paying.
It just sounds like you get to step into this world free of all the burdens of your life. And for 12 hours, you are in a crazy, zany family environment where all kinds of crazy shit's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Imagine, you wanna go to see a wrestling show and you get everything else.
Yeah, pretty much once you step
You wanna
into
go to
that gate,
see a live music show and you get everything else. You wanna pet some baby goats and you get everything else.
That's the thing. Petting zoo, beer garden, wrestling, burlesque.
Yep.
Shopping adventures. It's all here.
Fire dancing.
Fire dance and then no
wizards.
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 Yeah, they're wizards. You can't put a price tag. For 12 hours, you see some of the most unbelievable stuff by the most believable people. And that, I think, right there is what makes this absolutely amazing. And here we are, the Feast of the Goat Queen. It is upon us.
God, it's 4 days
Rogue
away.
Wrestling Entertainment is upon us.
4
Daddy,
days away.
Daddy, any final thoughts on the wrestling?
We've been writing this for how many months now? And it's
Oh,
4
yeah.
days away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, always go into everything stressed. This is me naturally. Even it's just Andy in professional wrestling. I'm constantly stressed out. But this is like the most
He's
happy
not
stressed-
lying.
This is like the most happy stressed I've ever been about something because I've kind of poured my brain out into this paper and I've been edited by like 5 other people to make sure I did everything right. But like, it's cool to finally see like something that I could come up with, put into like actuality, like it's becoming a real thing now. It's not like it's just something in my head anymore. It's a real living thing performed by other people who aren't just me now. So like I don't have to do this anymore. I've got them helping me. I've got everyone we've got booked for the show helping me. Like
You got goats helping you.
yeah, I've got goats. It feels cool. Like it's a again happy stress and a gigantic stress reliever to have my my brain empty of ideas now. It's
Can I
good.
give you a piece of advice?
Sleep more.
No. On Saturday, when all of this is going down, enjoy the moment.
Oh,
Because when you're working hard, sometimes you miss the fruits of your labor. You don't get to enjoy them. So take a minute and look around at all the great stuff. I know you guys will,
Yeah.
because you're seasoned veterans.
Yeah.
You will at some point stop and say, yeah, this is badass. You, my friend, wound up as tight as you are. Take a breath, look around, go hang out with them for a while and enjoy
This is
your
one of those
moment.
days where I wish I had a drinking habit, but I don't.
Easy.
I'm gonna drink a lot of water.
I can't even imagine what that would look like. Don't want to imagine what that would.
Hiding water, everybody, that's hard to-
I'm gonna drink all the water out of stress.
Stuff, But like, I actually had people like going, well, are you gonna charge $5 for water? No, water's free.
That right there is, that is the perfect encapsulation of what's happening here. Come for the entertainment, and if you get a little dehydrated, have some water.
Rabbit and.
We're not gonna charge you $5 for water.
Rabbit and rogue, we are not a cult.
Rabbit stuff.
If you
Rabbit
keep
is
saying,
not
yeah,
a cult.
you just behave yourself, Mr. Handsome Rogue, man.
Can't you know what I'm telling?
All right, so this
You
Saturday,
said it.
right here at Rabid Brewing and on the outside area, the Feast of the Goat Queen, episode 5. Shit's about to go down, and you're gonna want to be here from noon until midnight, because the fact that you might miss something, that's the reason to stay here for 12 hours. If you want to take a break, sit in your car for 5 seconds and then get right back in there to the fun. Because if you sleep on it, you miss the fire. If you sleep on it, you miss the burlesque. If you sleep on it, you miss Bison Tyrannus getting his ass kicked.
Yes.
So don't
Can we all-
go too
can we
far.
all- Can we all put that into like manifest that? Like,
Yeah.
we all want Bison to get his ass kicked. Maybe
Yeah.
Torian will do it. Who knows?
And Bison, if you don't mind your manners and you bother Torian anymore, I'm going to show up next year and you'll have to deal with
Be
me.
nice to him.
Be nice to
Give us
Torian.
his invite, you thief.
Yeah, you thief. And change your haircut. It's bad. Anyway, moving on.
Packers aren't good.
No, Packers aren't good.
And LeBron James is not better than Michael Jordan.
And in
no.
any universe, at any time, in any place.
Bison actually believed.
He has bad taste. Bad Bison.
He has bad, and he doesn't like good music either. He's just.
I
he's
like his dance moves.
You can't help this.
We can't. Yeah, he's you can't just come and boo him. Just boo this
Yeah,
man.
who Bison?
All right. Thank you so much for letting us sit here tonight with you and enjoy your beer and enjoy your company. I am so psyched for you. I'm going to be watching from afar as people post this stuff when I'm in Wisconsin. I will be up there working, but my heart will be here with you because I'm so excited for what you guys are doing. And I can't thank you enough for letting me be a small part of your chaos from time to time.
We can't wait to have you participate more in the future.
Oh, that's right. We're wearing togas next year, baby. No, we're not really doing that. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen, ever.
It was
Although
said today.
anybody wants to wear a toga, you're welcome.
You can wear one. I'm just not going to do
It
it
was
because
announced here
nobody wants
today,
to see it.
super early. He is going to wear a toga next year. Remember this
Yeah.
video, remember their video.
Yep.
Toga
All right,
next year,
if I'm
Steve.
held to the fire on it, maybe we'll work
We
on it.
will.
It'll look like a sheet in a giant diaper.
I
Nobody wants to see that.
I won't-
Nobody wants to see that. All right, so Feast of the Goat Queen this Saturday, right here at Rabid Brewing.
noon.
Noon,
just ask. Get
start
your
time,
tickets.
get your tickets.
now.
Come eat the food, come do the shopping, come see all the adventures, and have a great afternoon and evening. It's going to be spectacular. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you so much. And this is the brain trust of everything that's going on. And when you've had a great time, make sure you say thank you because that's just a neighborly thing.
Buy all the beer.
There-
I don't know what camera I'm
it's-
on. There we go.
Give me my beer.
Yeah,
You're not rogue enough to have that. Anyway, all right. So that's gonna happen this Saturday. Rogue Wrestling Entertainment and Rabid Brewing and the Feast of the Goat Queen. Red, are you still with us? Red, are you still there? It's a great picture of him, by the way.
It is.
We're gonna have
That's what a cult leader looks like.
that is not okay that you put me in that toga, PX.
Steve.
And that's not how that would look. It's like my head is on top
Hey,
of Von
that
Jaeger's
guy
body.
is dashing.
Yeah, that guy is that. That's not. That's
Dashing
the
like
bottom
Rogue.
is dashing, not the top. All right.
Yes.
So,
Oh, there's C-Red.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get a John Belushi toga.
Yeah.
that'd be that's at the very best. That would be
All
the
right,
best
so-
I could pull off.
So next year we'll have Steve, Rion, and Red and Pat all show up
All
in
in
a toga.
togas,
All the
yeah.
Power Hour has to come in a toga next
Yeah.
year.
Well, if they're gonna wear togas, then I'll do it.
Power Hour toga. Rion's saying yes. That's inverse.
Rion, you would look good in a toga.
Yeah.
Am I a leader? I don't think I'm a leader.
Well, I mean, clearly not if you're saying you'll do it if they do it.
Well, yeah, clearly. I mean, yeah.
Follow.
I'm exposing myself tonight as a not.
I think Cactus is in charge.
Established the toga.
They are way cooler than I am.
Toga tradition and Feast of the Goat Queen starts this today.
Hey, we're gonna do it. Why not?
You're already in with
I see that. Yeah, that's not great. It's not
That's
great.
exactly what Steve's gonna look like.
And that is
next year.
absolutely not what he's gonna look like. He's gonna look like the iceberg that sank the Titanic, not that guy.
But it's still in a toga.
It's still in a toga. Yeah, that
You get a chance, send all of us a photo of us in togas.
and don't, but do not put my head on the top of the iceberg. Don't do that. Because then that'll be used.
Pat, I know you can hear me. Get to it right now. Put him on the
Mm.
ice.
Way ahead of
do
you
it.
guys, working on it as we speak.
He's
Pat
working.
is actually
Has
working.
anyone heard from Red?
Red answer.
I didn't hear him. Red, come back onto the screen. I want you to have, I need some roses. Stat. I need you to react to what we've all heard. That was a great, oh, here
There
he
he
goes.
is.
All right, oh, it's gone. He's teasing us now.
Red had to give the dramatic pause. Now he has returned.
Red, you're back.
I don't know, I guess.
Have you heard everything?
I heard everything, but you want me to give roses to some shit that I know nothing about.
Yeah, but you've heard all of it. You've heard that there's fire and brimstone and goats and burlesque dance. I mean, this is a Saturday night in your neighborhood, man.
Not in my neighborhood. You forgot I stay on the south side.
Talk,
This is the South Side.
yeah, we're all on the south side. Talk to
That
our
ain't the
friends at
south
Rabbit
side.
Brewing.
Y'all, people stop. Y'all not the south side. Y'all are the south suburbs. South side.
We're like.
There's a difference.
Border.
I can't get into this because I don't know anything about Illinois sports lines.
There is a difference.
It's
Trust me.
Gatekeeper.
Oh, they're calling you a gatekeeper. That's not good.
I'm not a gatekeeper. Just happen to live on the south side. That's it.
Good gimmick name.
Red, react to what you've heard tonight because we've a lot of shit we've covered in the last hour.
No shit. Like my ears been burning. Like
You're
I
coming
just
down,
been-
right? You want to see all of this.
So I've never bullshit. So do I want to see it? Yeah. Am I gonna see it? No. Sorry. Deadpool, Wolverine. I've waited 2 years for it. Sorry. Fuck that. I'm going.
We go on Sunday to Deadpool and Wolverine.
So goddamn man. Spoilers will be out by Sunday. Shit.
Come on, man. This is a Goat Queen. Ryan
Then
Reynolds
you-
ain't got nothing on
Then
this
you
shit.
give me the money back that I've already spent on the tickets.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm calling your bluff, motherfucker.
I need to see that shit in my account right now.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sell you when we get
No,
home.
no, no,
You get
no.
your
Right
ass down
now.
here. I don't.
Right
My
now.
phone is a camera. I can't even use it.
Yeah.
All right, you're a crabby old man tonight.
Red's crab.
That's crabby. Yeah, she called you a purist. You're a Puritan.
Hey, I don't know what that means, but if that means I'm going to see Wolverine and Deadpool, yes, I'm a puritan. Yes.
You are so set in your ways.
I
You're
am.
sorry. You're gonna be
You know,
sorry.
there's a movie theater like right up the road from
When
me.
you
to the
become
movie.
a grandfather, you become cynical. That's your job, to become cynical. You don't just yes.
Give them the flowers.
Angry man yells at
Give them
crowds.
some flowers. Say something about the amazing tapestry that they have woven for us this evening.
I have, again, it is a whole lot of fabric and tapestry that is going to happen on Saturday. Again, like I said, they just picked the wrong weekend for me. Now, clearly, there are gonna be a lot of people
Pick the
there.
wrong weekend. This
because
thing has
I
been
heard-
happening for a year.
How you want me to talk and then you interrupt?
All right, I'm done.
See, this is the bull.
Okay, go.
We-
I'm not
We've
gonna
been
talk.
off for 2 weeks
I'm gonna drink
for
this. beer.
him, but he want to do all the damn talk. Anyway, after the phenomenal turnout from last year, again, I'm really not even sure first of all, I'm gonna be honest, I never heard of anything like this. So
That's great.
Chicago don't have nothing like this. I ain't heard of no other suburbs having nothing like this. I mean, this ain't no taco fest. This ain't no rib fest. Just something about a damn goat queen and a whole bunch of people. I heard is somebody gonna be fire and somebody gonna be ice. And then I heard the knockouts, and then I heard it is organized chaos. The only thing that I love was, guess what? They not charging. Oh my God, I love that because I hate going out and people charge me for water, and then it's tap water on top of it. Like,
It's not-
no,
I'm here.
I've been to places, sir.
What's
They
going on?
charges you for tap water.
What just happened?
It's like Red's got the clip notes of what just happened for the last hour. He's reading that yellow and black book.
Like occasional words. But I mean,
Ice women.
That is the best. Red, your take is the greatest thing I've heard. That's amazing.
The
Yeah.
perfect weird
I'll,
roast.
Water. Tap water.
I'll take the organized.
You're not even allowed to. You can't consume tap water in this town. There's too much lead.
Hey, I don't know what you can do, but hey, I come from a city that, guess what? They will charge your ass for a drop of water and charge you
here.
$5.
You get free water
Free
here,
water here.
and not tap water. You get the good stuff.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the beautiful part. So I mean, everybody. You said 7 people.
Free water.
I think we got 8 people.
Really? Early
There
there
was.
was. Oh
The
my God.
fuck?
Does that mean that the Rice Krispie treats will have to invite the rest of?
Oh, you're gonna be like a god.
Treats Red at a wrestling
I
show.
don't know.
Free
Hey, hey, what?
treats
I don't know.
For the rest
Watch
under
for the wrestlers.
Is wrestle what? Who?
Wrestlers get free Rice Krispie treats and water. You've never
Oh,
been to a show
shit.
where you got that.
He's thinking 'cause he's
Hot dog and handshake.
He's trying to come up with cookies and all the shit that he gets from a fan. No, this is a promoter providing
know.
free Rice Krispie treats and water to their
Hey,
wrestler.
don't hate what I get.
And other
from the
stuff
fans.
too.
It's more than
Don't hate what I get from
Chips.
some.
And other foods. They're feeding the wrestlers. That never happens anywhere. Protein.
That is the
No,
most.
nowhere that you work. Nowhere you work, but I'm sorry. But right, Steve, nowhere you work. Right.
Fuck you, Red. All right. Thanks. I'm gonna count that as the roses because you heard every other word of what we were doing and just trying to jam it all together in a red sandwich.
Fire and ice.
I think he had the appropriate amount of excitement.
He did great. That was great. That was. He said tap water. I'm over the moon for the fact that he thought that it was like.
Apparently, Pat has decided that I will not be attending in a toga next year because everybody got a toga photo for the power hour except me.
With all due respect.
I thought
you. I
why
got
you
you.
can't be in the toga.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
we gotta be in togas, you gotta be in togas.
Yeah, you got to be in a toga.
I think there's a.
Not if I don't get a picture.
Oh, a toga.
Pat, you better put her in a toga quick.
Yeah, double shoulder toga.
I've worn a toga before.
Yeah, Andy.
I've never worn
You've
How
never been to
dare
a
you?
Toga party?
I'm just running around in trunks. I should
Yeah,
know
right.
things.
It's like Animal House up
I'll have
there.
you know my Roman Empire was the Roman Empire. Okay.
Not Charlie.
Oh, God.
Well, there you have it.
Whoever's listening to this, someone better show up in a toga to this.
Feast of the Goat Queen this Saturday. The soft opening of Rogue Wrestling Entertainment. great characters, lots of food, lots of fun. Don't miss it. Thank you guys so much for being part of the show tonight.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Sean. Good to see you guys out there.
They're on-
Go ahead,
They're,
take
they're
a,
on the live comments. We've got.
I bet
a
Liv
lot of
was out there
people
too.
Who have been commenting and saying hello, everybody.
Missy was very excited about the free water because she is the sober driver.
And also, yes, please.
God bless.
Sober drivers.
Hey, do not drive if you are inebriated. Please do not do that.
All right. Pat. Unmute yourself, Pat.
He's doing the toga thing.
I was doing the toga thing.
Pat, we're going to keep things short tonight because there's no follow-up to what we have just witnessed here. So we're going to try to take this home a little quickly. You have beef with somebody. You have exactly 5 minutes to circulate the beef that you threatened online this afternoon.
I think I can make that
And he's
happen.
wearing a neck brace and he's live.
Oh,
This is a
God.
bad idea. This was a bad idea.
Hey, let me explain it this way. If Simp hadn't had me
Wait, stop.
any
Start your stopwatch. He's got 5 minutes. If he exceeds
Okay,
5 minutes,
okay,
I'm
okay.
I'm
We're on the
canceling
clock right
him.
now. We're on the clock right
All
now.
right,
Look
let's
at it.
go.
All right, go. You have 5 minutes.
So I'm gonna explain the neck brace. If Simp did not put me in a 7-minute long full Nelson during the Iron Liver match, my neck would be perfectly fine. But the good news for everybody is I didn't have to get rid of my title. I'm still the champion. I retained against Danny. And this reign of the top fan is going to continue. I
Got
could
it,
talk
so
about
30
Tony
seconds.
Gabagool tonight, but I think we've heard enough about that mouth breather. And I know he was looking into his box of tricks and gimmicks the last time that we were on the podcast, and I hope what he finds in there is a life. Which also applies to somebody else that I have some issues with right now. And yes, I'm talking about Tom, was it Elias Orion, whatever he's trying to rip off from Maximus.
We're just over a minute.
So
Brace just
they want to acknowledge that Tony Gabagool is the leader of the LIM, but I'm the leader of the LIM. I'm still in charge. I got us a fancy deal with the
Pack, I think
workhorses
the
to
neck
plug.
brace is muffling you.
Wish the neck brace would swallow his face.
It's given me muffins from the workhorses for plugging their merch, which you can get on Brainbuster Tees and ProWrestlingTees.com.
What does this have to do with the fourth mother box?
My point is, Tom a while ago messaged me, well, not so much messaged me, as he kept saying that he wanted to fight me. And I said no at first. And then he made that post yesterday, and I have to think those are fighting words. So, Tom, be careful what you wish for,
3 minutes. And 50
because I am willing to accept your challenge. You tell me a date and you tell me a place,
I can math.
and we'll do this thing. And I will beat your ass.
Oh.
Just like I beat Danny's ass.
Look, okay, Pat, look, I'm sorry.
Mm.
I have to go to work. I have shit to do.
Hi, Riyadh.
And I've made it clear. I've made it totally clear that next time I see you, I will choke the shit out of you.
Mm.
Would double if you don't wrap this up. I
was just ready to take it home.
I know you have a lot of shit to say. I know you do. And I'm telling you, you need to figure it out. I'm asking you in the nicest way possible to say what you can't even remember the names of the people that you were trying to talk about. I need you to figure out what the fuck you're trying to say so we can move on.
Things have gone down.
As you see,
Everybody's left. This
people
is
have-
now an
have-
empty fucking
people
table,
have
Pat.
been away.
That's on you.
It looks
Please.
like
They're turning the lights off. They
we're
are
having
turning the
weather
fucking
on
lights
the
off, Pat.
show.
They want to go
Sorry,
home.
my face.
We were having a beer at a party and you killed it. You fucking killed the power hour. Damn
But
you.
Tom, I accept. Tell me a name, tell me a place, we'll fight. That's
All right.
all.
Pat, your time is up. I should have muted you 10 minutes ago, and you've only been speaking for 3 minutes. That's how passionate I am about what you've done.
Hey, I
But
hit my time though.
We love you nonetheless. We love you nonetheless. All right. Let's talk real quickly while Rian, come back over here. We're going to talk about IPW right quick. No, but I want to talk about it.
Literally a goat train episode.
No, this is Power Hour episode. We're doing all this stuff.
Don't need to do that.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it because I have notes.
You
got
have
no,
notes.
I do. Hang on. We're coming up with the notes. That's not it. Goodbye. All right. So there it is. IPW. Rian, what do they need to know?
I'm sorry.
IPW happening this Sunday. What do they need to know?
All right. July 27th,
There are many titles from many other promotions being
There will
defended
be-
this Sunday.
there will be 8 titles defended amongst 3 different companies. Actually 4. Sorry about that. 4 different companies.
Rocket Pro,
Yes.
Emerge,
Mm-hmm.
C3.
Yep.
And IPW.
All big belts.
All big belts.
All of it.
Paragon's coming down from Emerge.
Yes, he is.
Michaels is back from RPW.
Yes, he is. And Quinn Winter gets to have the rematch that he never got at that Rocket.
You're giving him something he didn't get at Rocket Pro. Plus, Steel is taking on Lat for the C3
Yes,
championship.
he is. He's trying to keep up while you're saying stuff. He's trying to keep up, but according to the things, you got to give him time to breathe.
At IPW, I have never seen this many titles from this many promotions defended on the same day. This is historic. That's why we have to talk about it.
Agreed. Agreed.
So-
I'm just waiting to see. Hopefully everything works out accordingly, because as I stated before, I am the information liaison, so we'll see what happens according.
IPW this Sunday, Richmond Park. It's going to be amazing. We're going to wrap this package. I have one thing to say about Frontline Pro this weekend. The creator is a maniac. Ben McCoy, I don't know what the fuck is on your mind with what you're doing, but you need to stop it. And this Saturday night in Wisconsin, Ben Evenson is going to beat your ass and take back Frontline, and you can bank on it. You tell me that I need to save my friends, buddy, you don't know what's coming. Next week on the Power Hour, we have the fellas from Flow. That is Fantastic League of Wrestling. John Bullard, Scott Jones, Sean Porter, Ethan Hubbard. And here we got this girl. That's my broadcast colleague at CKO. All right. They're turning the lights off. We're getting the fuck out of here. Don't miss the Goat Queen this Saturday. Don't miss the debut of Rogue Wrestling. Thank you for watching the Power Hour. We will see you next week. Have a good night. We love you. And we'll see you next week on the Power Hour. Bye, Red. We love you.